Let's talk about soccer. Speaking of billions of goddamn people. All right? Everybody in America doesn't give a fuck about soccer. You know what's funny? Because that FIFA or FIFA, whatever the fuck they're called, the FIFA, the ruling governing body of world soccer, World Cup soccer, I don't even know what they are. I'm American. I don't give a shit, right? I really don't. I've finally given up on that sport. I sat down. I tried to fucking watch it. It's so fucking boring. And the crying and laying. I know I've said it a zillion times. I can't, like, if I'm in England or something like that, if there's a Premier League game and I go there, I go to the game and I'm sucking down some beers. Then I could get into it. They're singing songs and shit. And I don't know, whatever. It's like you're in a pub with no seats, right? That's basically what's happening. Well, they are, but you never sit down in it. So anyways, they're in trouble. First of all, this is how big soccer is, by the way. Football. Let me have some respect here. Call it by its real name. Football. All right. For all the fellow Americans that listen to this shit, this is how big World Cup soccer is. They had some big championship match recently that wasn't the World Cup, or maybe it was the World Cup. Let's just say it was the World Cup. The worldwide viewership was 3.5 billion. It was like half the planet. They got a 50 share on the planet. All right? And I was listening to something on NPR. Like, to put that into perspective, the Super Bowl had 150 million viewers. So if you're looking at it like a TV show, the Super Bowl would get canceled. It'd be an absolute fucking flop. So that's how big this sport is, and that's how big that fucking league is. So, surprise, surprise, there's a lot of people jockeying to get the championship game in their country. There's a lot of people jockeying to get the fucking TV rights. So there's a lot of payola. There's a lot of kickbacks. There's a lot of coke. There's a lot of horse. Surprise, surprise. So here's the funniest fucking thing, is they're being prosecuted. Some of them, like 9 of them got busted, and one network executive has taken off the fall for an entire fucking network, which is hilarious to me. I'd love to see what his payoff is after he goes to that fucking, white-collar jail. It's probably at the same place where they play Wimbledon, right? And the United States Department of Justice is the one pressing charges. And I'm thinking, like, what in the fuck? How are we involved in this shit? We don't even like the game. This is just going to be another reason for people to fucking hate us. But I guess they did all their shit with American banks. So it fell under our jurisdiction. So not only do we not give a fuck about the game, we're now going to sit there and break their fucking balls about corruption. You know what I mean? Because we don't tolerate corruption here in the United States. Everything's above board over here. Hang on, I got to blow my nose. I apologize. Yeah, it's the stupidest shit ever. Like, there's a fucking zillion dollars at stake. Obviously, there's going to be whores. There's going to be drugs. There's going to be a lot of underhanded shit going on, but nobody got killed, right? The only thing that really I thought was fucked up was they've been accused of fixing a couple of games. I thought that was fucked up. Although if it's done on a worldwide level, you do it in some shit bum country, and I know you're not supposed to say that, but the fact that I haven't named a shit bum country, can't we all agree that there are shit bum countries? You know what I mean? Because for all you know, I'm not talking about Europe. There's just like, you know what I mean? There's nice cars, and there's cars that's just like, this really isn't a car. This is a shit box. This was not done correctly. You know what I mean? The physics of it, it's still fucking working. Look, I'm not saying the trees aren't beautiful. I'm not saying the people aren't beautiful. I'm just saying the way the whole fucking thing's set up, or if it's being crushed by more powerful nations, I'll give you a pass. Shit, I fucked up a hover auto. That guy gave me a pass. I can't give your country a pass. You know what the fuck I'm saying. There's 2 shitty-ass fucking teams playing each other. You know what I mean? To make it interesting, let's fix the game. I don't fucking know. I'm just embarrassed that we're involved in it. And I also think it's fucking hilarious. Huh? The rest of the world, you bunch of scumbags, can't even run a fucking legitimate league like we do here in the United States, the National Football League. There's an upstanding It's an upstanding league. It's all fucking corrupt. It's all corrupt. We take money from fucking cancer to buy yachts and act like we're fucking helping out people who are sick. You know, those fucking cunts over here in France, what do they do, right? The whole fucking bike thing is filthy from top to bottom. Lance Armstrong figures it out, goes, all right, that's how the game's played. I'm going to play it better than anybody else. Those fucking assholes, they couldn't catch him. They had to wait to 10 years later where they froze his fucking urine or some shit because they finally had a test advanced enough to catch the guy. I actually feel like the statute of limitations sort of run out on that. I don't mind corruption in sports unless you're like fixing the game. You know what I mean? If you're actually fixing the outcome of the game, then that bugs me. But as far as like performance enhancing drugs and like cycling, I don't give a shit. All right? These people are riding a bicycle 60 miles an hour up and down a fucking mountain. They're obviously on something. And everybody's on something. All right? They're all on something. At that point, it becomes fair, I think. And I say, let them do the drugs. Let them do the drugs. Let's see the side effects. Let's adjust them. And then once it's all safe, give it to me. Give it to a guy like me. Right? I'm turning 47 in a few weeks. I'd love to get the spring in my step back. You know? Wish it was a steroids for your hair. Wouldn't that be amazing? If you had like fucking Mark McGuire, like his forearms, you had that level hair. Every once in a while, I'll see a guy like that, like my age with hair like that. It's just like, dude, you got no fucking idea how fucking lucky you are, you motherfucker.